Hey guys, welcome back. This video topic just came to mind while I was sitting here trying to think of something. It's everything that you do is going to affect your life in some sort of way. And of course, that seems obvious, but we know this, but it's something that we don't necessarily think about that often. I'm going to let me get started here, and I'll be back with you in a second. So yeah, every decision that you make is going to affect your life in some sort of way. Now, of course, the results are going to be dependent on what sort of decision you make, but the main point is every decision is going to alter your life's path in some sort of way. For example, this relates to my life, but there have been past relationships that could have taken my life down a very negative path. There have been, and this just doesn't pertain to me, but we go through those things a lot where we chose to stick with someone or whatever. It could have affected decisions we made. For example, say you have the chance to go to a very nice university, and everything works well for you. Let's say you got a scholarship. It's not too far from where you are. Well, actually, let me say that it is. Let's say there's a bit of a distance, right? So you're in high school. I'll say that. Probably got that out there first, but so you make your decision. You're in a relationship, and you feel that this person that you're with is very, you feel that you love them. You feel that things are going well, and they could be. But let's just say this person doesn't necessarily want you to move to the the area where the school you're going to go to. They don't want you to do that. Why? Because they want you to be with them. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we all may experience that, and we do. It can be in other areas, not just in high school or college or whatever. But anyways, they don't want you to go because they want you to be with them. But you have a great opportunity in front of you. So what decision are you going to make? It's going to weigh. You're going to be weighing in on that for up until that point, until you do act. So you're going to be thinking about them, of course. You're going to be thinking about their feelings, and sometimes that can make us make the wrong decision. Not to say one decision is more right than the other, but like I said, you have an opportunity to go to a great university, and you can advance your career, your future. You're making a big investment into your future, but you could give that away with the decision to stay where you are and go somewhere else with an opportunity that isn't as good, simply because of deciding to hawk or something, deciding to just stick with this person. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but we face those decisions a lot. That one only comes at one point in our life, but there's decisions like that we face a lot, and they can really change the outcome of your life. So back to that example, if you chose to stay and you went to a place that wasn't as great as the opportunity you had before, you could really miss out on a lot. Your future could go into not a negative direction, but it could have been affected negatively. You gave up something that was could have been so great for your future. So it's not that you should constantly worry and constantly give yourself a headache thinking about decisions like this. Of course, you have to give it some good thought, and you have to make the right choice. You can't only think about that moment. That's one of the big things when it comes to making decisions. Don't be so quick to make them off of your current feelings, because a lot of times our emotions are so heightened that we can make an irrational decision. We can make one that isn't based on I don't know. We can make one that isn't rational. We can make one that is more so based off of those current emotions. And later on down the line, what's going to happen is, you're going to have a lot of regret. You're going to have a lot of regret. And I'll say that in relationship, and what I was talking about before, say that relationship didn't go well, and it ended maybe half a year after you started at this other institution. Now, you just gave up something so great for something that didn't last. That's a big thing. You have to try to control the factors that you can control, and not be so dependent on the factors that you don't have that much control over. You have control over where you go. You have control over the decision you make. Someone else making that decision for you, they could make the bad one, and they could make one that doesn't work well with your future. So you have to really think about that in every decision that you make, and know the potential weight for it. Of course, like I said before, each one has its own weight. So the bigger decisions in life, where to move, what job to take, whether to stay in one spot because of XYZ reasons, those decisions you really have to put some thought in and make the right one. Just spend some time. Don't be so swayed by others. Spend time putting your own thought into those decisions, and make sure that you make it based off of what's going to work for you. Make sure that you make that decision based off of sound reasoning, and you have to really be smart when you're doing that yourself, because you can listen to yourself a lot and just still make worse decisions. So when it comes to making decisions, make sure that you put the appropriate amount of thought into it, and make sure that you make it based off of what you know is right. You can take the advice of others. That's a good thing to do. Consult others who have been there, and in the end, it's going to come down to the decision is all yours. They can tell you what to do, but in the end, you're the one who made the decision. So be careful with what you're doing, and make sure that you're smart with your decision making, and don't alter your path in a negative way. Of course, we don't know what the future holds. All we can do is be smart and go in the direction that we think that we've thought about. Go in the direction that we have that feeling is the right direction. So don't be so caught up in the moment. Think about the results of your decision. Look ahead into the future, and think about the potential things that could go wrong, and think about the potential risk. Think about the potential positive outcomes. Think about the potential negative outcomes. You have to factor in all those things when it comes to making your decisions. So before this video gets out of hand, keep that in mind. So just be careful with the decisions you make, and I know we're giving me a thumbs up or something right there, but just be smart, and you'll get it right. You'll get it right. And just remember to take life a day at a time, and take life a tidbit at a time. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned. There'll be more videos to come. Have a good evening or night. See you next time.